Hello everybody in YouTube land today. This here's Keykeeper again, and we're going to be making a video on what we've been up to lately. A general update. Right now I'm working on my trailer, getting it unhooked. So I've got to go over to Granddad's house and unlock the door for the HVAC guy that's coming in at 3:30. To look at the blower fan on Granddad's air conditioner. Anyway, now that we're unhooked from our trailer and we're going to leave our liquid gold behind, it's time to get into my truck and get the keys out. Woo, it's hot in here. Jeez. Well, those aren't the right keys. Those are my building keys. Ah, there we go. Ace Hardware's finest duplicates. I'm going to get into my cranky old brown piece of junk today. I'm gonna crank her up. Well, this isn't good. Ah, there we go. Typical Chevy. You gotta crank it one time and then it'll start right up the second time. Oh boy, I'm too much. Yeah, it's probably been sitting in the sun all day on a hill. Oh shit. What is going on here? Well, I got a good battery, that's for starters. I have a very good battery. Let's investigate what's happening. Because this isn't good. What the hell is going on here? Let's take our air cleaner off and see if we're getting anything into our injectors. And if we have to, we'll get over to ye old Pontiac. This is not good at all. This truck can't break down. It's the middle of the friggin' mowing season. Typical Chevrolet, always breaking down. Okay, well, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but let's see if this fixes it. Typical piece of junk. I don't even think I hit a fuel pump. I don't even think I've got a fuel pump. Because my injectors, there's not even a trace of gasoline firing from my injectors. So let's come over here. I swear, typical Chevrolet. Always breaking down. Let's undo this little contraption, which is stupid to begin with. And yes, this has given me trouble before. Let's take off the tape. And let's look at my fuel pump relay. I bet you I need one. I can get that out of there without having to get any tools. Well, unfortunately, my truck decided that it was a good day to lay down and die. So I got to take ye old Pontiac, which has been baking in the sun for the past 2 hours. And we have to go over to Granddad's house, since it's 103 outside. Yay. A good hot day to be doing some mowing. So, gotta go over to Granddad's house, and then I have to come back and fix my truck and figure out why it croaked. Anyway, any suggestions to why my truck's croaked? It cranks really good, but I'm not getting any fuel. I think it's a fuel relay. We did some work on it in the past, I think last fall to be exact. And boy, that steering wheel's hot. Alright, so $15 later and a trip across town, we got ourselves a new fuel relay. So, fuel pump relay to be exact. I had the old one in the garage and I was trying to take it apart and I had to be somewhere and it wasn't wanting to come apart and I was just breaking the hell out of it. So, this is what the new one looks like. They give you the little drawing up top. They give you a new clip. I mean, all for $15, you can't go wrong, and it just mounts up right there. I'm going to plug this new relay in, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see if my little truck can start or not. Anyway, just push it in like that. Make sure it seats like it should. And then we're going to have the moment of truth over here. We're going to come around to the driver's side, open the door, get in here, and see if this piece of junk's going to start. Well, A, I had a loose connection on the old relay. B, the old relay was shot. Now it's that time of the video again where you get to see me, the keykeeper, start to cuss and swear and get really mad because it's time to install something. Anyway, once the new relay is plugged into the electrical connector coming out of the harness, it's time to reinstall it where the old one goes. And to do that, you have two 10mm self-tapping bolts, okay? Do not over-tighten these or you will be done. Anyway, they go into two holes right there, so we're going to line that bad boy up like that. Starting with one, and doing this, trying to start it evenly. And don't drop these, because that exhaust manifold down there is hot, or you could get bit by your spark plug wires if you had some pretty nasty spark plug wires on this truck, on your truck. This truck has new ones. I did a video of that a while back. Anyway, taking a 10mm socket, hello, and a 1/4" nut driver, 1/4" ratchet, we're going to snug these back down. Careful not to over tighten it and strip them, because if you strip them, you are done. Then we're going to, well, since that's kind of discombobulated, what we're going to do is we're going to take some electrical tape to keep this thing held together nice and tight like, and we're just going to wrap it around so this doesn't come loose when I'm going down the highway. Wouldn't that be a fun thing to have happen to you? That's the redneck approach to fixing my little connector problem. And you know how airplanes have black boxes? Well, I have my very own black box in my pickup truck now. And I know a certain individual here on YouTube that would love to see that thing, because then he would know how fast I drive and what kind of crazy shit I do. Anyway, now that that's reinstalled, the fuel pump relay, we're going to put this silly cover back on that tells you what you all have back here. You have a ground. Now, you got your fuel pump fuse right there. Then you have a junction block here. Then your fuel pump fuse. You have no optional relay here. And then another ground. I don't know what that grounds exactly, but it's there. You know how those guys can be. Now this is the tricky part. GM cheaped out here and used these little plastic hand fasteners. And of course, as you can imagine, you just push them on and then tighten them. Don't over tighten these, because if you strip them out, then this is going to fall off your truck and probably melt or do something disastrous. If I felt like it, I'd get some wing nuts or something and I'd throw those pieces of junk away. You know, let's put our air cleaner back on. And we'll follow the advice that we were given and put it on the correct way, not backwards like I'd like to do. Put the wing nuts back on. Oh, we about lost that wing nut to the back of the engine block. Wouldn't that suck? I didn't have to go digging for it. Anyway, we're getting ready to have the final test here. We got everything put back together. Got everything fastened up and secured. So let's see if this old big bound piece of junk's gonna start for us today too. Yeah, baby. Okay. Repair fixed. The repair's been fixed. Now I'm gonna break apart this thing and see what happened. We just verified the repair, so now we are ready to shut the hood after we get all our tools. We don't need this little clip anymore because that's broken anyway. Let's get our socket rail and let's shut the hood. And then we'll thank ye old Pontiac for saving our butt today. I hope this video has helped you in some way. I know it helped me a lot, because now I got my truck going. Anyway, you should feel proud of yourself and you should have a beer for being able to fix your own truck. But I'm serious, if you have a beer, don't go out driving, because that's just plain stupid. Now, since this relay's junk and we're not going to use it again, I'm going to very delicately take it apart. Very delicately take it apart so I can see what happened. I don't know how well the iPhone's going to focus on that little thing, but that little contact pad, that little square thing right there, I can kind of see the pitting and the burning on the iPhone, and in real life it looks like that little contact was just pitted and burned beyond relief. And yeah, I know I could have taken some sandpaper and cleaned it up really good and made it all shiny again, but for $15, I bought a new one. That'll last another 17 years if the people in India made it right. Anyway, there you go. That was a quick little unexpected how-to on how to fix your 1994 Chevy truck with a crank, no start.